Hey guys, it's Zolva here. I know, I am late to cover this, but please don't hurt me, I'm sorry, I've been super busy doing stuff. But I mean, look at this cute cat in a bag in a cat cafe I recently visited, isn't she adorable? So, I'm finally here with an ultimate guide to the brand new Tier 3 limited Halloween Warden, the GARRA Warden, so hurry up and get it whilst you still can. A lot of you guys have been asking me whether this warden is actually worth the amount of effort it takes to get the species, so hopefully this video helps you make up your mind on whether you want to get this warden or give it a miss. Which, trust me, you won't want to miss this. This guide will cover how to obtain the warden, give you a quick showcase, tell you some information about the warden, explain the special abilities, and then give you a detailed PvP guide so you know how to actually use this creature effectively. But before I continue, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to support this video and my content. Thank you! Okay, so I'll start with how you can obtain this species. It's available exclusively in the temporary Halloween creature shop for a whopping 12,000 wisps. You can grind for wisps by defeating the ghosts which spawn from the trick-or-treat bags scattered around Sonaria. But if you don't want to grind for the wisps, I understand it can get quite tedious, you can always buy them with Robux, but I do recommend just grinding ghost fights for a few hours with a friend. Failing that, you can always buy a species from someone else in the trade realm, or you can buy a stored creature from the Shoom shop for 1,125 Shooms. But please bear in mind though that this will be a stored and not a species, so if it dies, unless you have a revive token, it is dead forever. Alright, enough about how to obtain this species, it's time for the showcase. There is a gender difference between male and female GARRA wardens, which is basically that the male wardens have horns and females do not. The GARRA warden looks gnarly. It looks like an uncomfortable mass of claws, bones, spikes and horns, and it truly does look terrifying. I am aware that there is a lot of controversy in the community surrounding its design, with people being underwhelmed with how it looks, which I do kind of understand. After all, for a warden, it definitely is a strange warden design. But hear me out. In its defense, I think the design actually works really well because it's unique, since it is a Halloween warden after all. It's a very unique design which looks incredible in motion. The animations are so good. Seeing it move and interact with things really pulls it together nicely. The animations cement my love for this creature as it's very jittery and sneaky looking and truly looks horrific. However, aside from the animations, I have to admit that my favourite aspect of this creature are the sounds it makes. These sounds are just one of the scariest sounds made by creatures in the game, and they remind me of the shrill cries of a Kurugosk, but much worse. Just take a listen for yourself. They're so loud and really give me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, so it sounds cool and looks cool, but what are the actual statistics like? Well, considering it's a tier 3, they're alright. With 3,500 health, a huge stamina pool of 120, a fast running speed of 80, and it has 70% bleed defense, so it can be a force to be reckoned with. The damage output is 40 without Warden's Rage, but the maximum damage output it can go up to is 280. I'll explain this in a second. It also deals 6 bleed per bite, making this creature the perfect hit and run fast glass cannon, and I just love that. It also takes 30 minutes to fully grow, and it's also a herbivore, which actually kinda surprised me. To expand on the damage output, for those of you who aren't familiar with how wardens work, all wardens have a unique passive ability called Warden's Rage. This basically means that when wardens are hit, they get that protective ring around them. As their health lowers, their damage output increases, making them more powerful the more that you attack them. The GARRA Warden has a standard damage output of 40, but when low on health it can increase up to a damage output of 280. This, combined with the bleed, makes it an excellent hard-hitting creature. The GARRA Warden is the first warden to have a breath. It has a unique breath called Virus Breath, which inflicts the target with bleed debuffs. This can be used when the GARRA Warden reaches its adult stage by pressing C on your keyboard. As I've mentioned a few times over the course of this video, this creature could be considered a glass cannon. I've already thoroughly explained how to use a glass cannon creature in my Undoli guide video, so I won't be explaining all of that again, but I will share some tips and tricks for glass cannon combat, specifically related to the GARRA Warden. Okay, so the GARRA Warden has low health, but can hit hard and run fast, dealing 6 bleed per bite, which stacks up really fast and weakens your target. The GARRA Warden also has a virus breath to inflict bleed from a distance. When playing as a GARRA, you can attack someone fast and stack up bleed onto them, then run away and use your breath from a distance to add more bleed, and then they slowly bleed to death. If this creature is a tier 3 or below, you will definitely be able to just tank them without using strategies. With the GARRA Warden, a tip I've been using is this, which is super helpful to make your GARRA Warden automatically powerful with full Warden's Rage. I use my breath until the breath overdraft bar turns red, and then keep breathing virus breath until my health bar is half empty. Then I pick fights, and whenever someone hits me, the Warden's Rage kicks in automatically and my damage output is boosted instantly from 40 to 280, which obviously gives me a better advantage. This is the ultimate secret tactic that I'm sharing to you guys now, so you're welcome, go and cause some anarchy for me. When fighting in close quarters, try and run rings around your opponent to minimise the amount of times that you get hit. Also, avoid getting picked up. Since your weight is only 2,500, you are very light and may be grabbed by lots of other creatures if you're not careful. As awesome as the GARRA Warden is, it is still only a tier 3, and so naturally it's not as strong as most of the other Wardens, but it can still be an annoying angle biter with the amount of bleed it can inflict, both with its breath and its bite. The GARRA Warden is perfect, coupled with an Annie to heal it from the side, or with another creature to finish the job after the GARRA has inflicted oodles of bleed onto your target. So, what do you think of the GARRA Warden? Do you like it, or are you not really a fan? Let me know down in the comments below. I try my best to read and like every comment I get, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Oh, and if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe to support my channel. Thank you! Well, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, stay safe, stay spooky, but most importantly, stay funky.